I've spent $600 on book promotion gigs on Fiverr. This is exactly what happened. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sean, and I've built a multiple six figures a year self-publishing business, which I eventually sold for $820,000. And now I'm building my second KDP account. So if you want no BS publishing advice from someone who's still actively publishing, then make sure to subscribe. And if you want a completely free training on how I built my publishing business to this level, then the link to the training is in the description below. And this video is sponsored by Fiverr. So thank you so much, Fiverr, for sponsoring the video. All right, guys. So this is actually my first ever sponsored video in my YouTube career. And essentially what happened is Fiverr reached out saying they want to sponsor my video. And they said they're going to give me $600 that I can spend on any Fiverr gigs. And I can talk about that in my video, right? So I'm like thinking, what is a good video idea to make? So I thought, why don't I go and test out these different book promotion gigs on Fiverr and see how many of them are actually effective. So that is exactly what I did. I spent the entire $600 budget on 13 different book promotion gigs on Fiverr. So I'll show you which ones are actually legit and can get you some sales, and which ones are really not worth the money. And to be completely honest, I don't recommend these kind of marketing tactics for your books. Normally, I just recommend running Amazon ads, perhaps using book promotion sites, using your email list. That is really the 80-20 when it comes to getting the most sales while being the most efficient. So I don't usually use Fiverr gigs, but why not, right? You never know until you test it out. So that's exactly what I did, especially since Fiverr is sponsoring this video. So I wanted to take advantage of that. Now, there is one benefit of external marketing, and that is that whenever you bring traffic outside of Amazon, whenever you bring customers from outside of Amazon into the Amazon ecosystem, that is actually a really good sign that you can send to Amazon. Amazon loves it when you do that, and they will reward you by ranking your book higher. So it's really, really good for the algorithm. So this is why whenever a huge authority figure publish a book, they already have a significant audience outside of Amazon that they can bring into the Amazon ecosystem, and they can just do a massive launch and rank their book very easily. So this is one of the biggest benefits. Another thing is that if you do have a blog or a website, then you should know that getting backlinks will be one of the most important things that you can do to increase your domain rank, which will in turn rank your blog post higher in the Google algorithm. So one of the easiest ways to get backlinks to your site is actually using these gigs, and I'm going to show you why. But essentially, you can just ask them to give you a backlink, and that is how you can get a ton of backlink to your website. Now, I ran this promotion from April 1st to April 8th. The issue is a lot of these gigs are basically them posting, the link to your book on their blog. Some of them are doing Instagram shoutouts, some of them are doing TikTok shoutouts, and all of this, it's pretty much impossible to track exactly how much sales you made, right? It's really just you guessing, how much you think you made from these gigs. So I've done my best to track the performance of these gigs by providing them a unique link that tracks the clicks. So at least we can estimate how much clicks each gigs get, because obviously the more clicks we get, we can estimate the more sales we get from that. So with that being said, here are the results. All right, gig number one is this one, Dr. Mel. I'll promote your book on my blog as the book of the day. It costs 45 days and it has a ton of great reviews, and essentially she will post your book on this website. Now, a lot of people don't understand how blogs work, so they think automatically that whenever it's on a website you're going to get a ton of traffic, but that is not the case. A lot of websites has zero traffic. No one's visiting this site. So just because you get featured on a website doesn't mean you're going to get any sales or even views to your book. So I actually have a tool when I used to do blogging a little bit. It's called Uber Suggest, and it tells me how much this website is getting in terms of traffic, and you can see that it literally has 8 monthly traffic. So there's only 8 people visiting this website. So even if you promote your book on this website, you're not going to get any sales. And this is how a lot of these Fiverr gigs tricks you, saying that, oh, we're going to feature your book on our website for exposure, but you're not going to get any exposure if there's no existing traffic to it. So it's really important before you order these gigs, you should ask them what is the domain rank and also what is the monthly traffic to your website. So in terms of tracking how much clicks I got, obviously I got to blur out my book and the actual link, but you can see that I created this custom link for each Fiverr gig that shows me how many clicks I got. So I got 2 clicks from this gig so far, and a lot of these, I'll get more and more over time as more people visit the site over time. But I got 2 clicks over maybe 2 weeks. Obviously, that's not going to lead to any sales. The good thing about this gig is I did get a lot of additional resources, like A+ content type of images that I can use, which were actually really nice. So I don't want to hate on this gig too much, but in terms of featuring your book, getting sales, I don't think it's worth it at all. All right, so the next one is a Instagram shoutout gig. This one, I'll promote your book on Instagram. I paid $30 for it, which gets me 1 post and 1 story shoutout, and I got 4 clicks from this gig. The next gig is this one right here. I'll do book promotion by review or interview on 3 popular blogs. So they essentially have 3 blogs and they will feature my book. I paid for the $75 option. So I will get 3 blogs, social featured, and a featured story on social media and their blog post. Basically, they have 3 different websites. 2 of them has no traffic at all, so it's basically useless. The third one though actually had decent amount of traffic. So how much clicks did I get? I actually got 9 clicks from this gig. Now the next one is this right here, outside box. I'll promote your book and create your Amazon bestseller. Now the crazy thing about these gigs, I just want to add, is that they are getting amazing reviews. And they have a ton of orders, so they're killing it in terms of Fiverr gigs. But in terms of getting results for your book, I don't think a lot of them are actually effective, as you can see, right? A lot of people leaving reviews are just excited that their book is being featured on the website, not understanding that being featured on the website actually does not do anything unless there's actual people going to that website, right? So that's something that I just want to make it clear here. But essentially with this gig, it's a little different. So they're not actually promoting my book on a website. They're going into different Facebook groups and promoting my book. I paid $35 for that. And here's the crazy thing. They essentially went into 6 different Facebook groups online and made a post shouting out my book. You can do that yourself in about 2 minutes, right? You can just go in, find different Facebook groups that are public, right? And then just feature your book. So there's no reason to pay $35 for this. And obviously, it's very ineffective as well going into those spam Facebook groups, right? So that's why we got 2 clicks for this. Now, one thing I want to say as we go through this video is it gets better. Okay, there were actually some good gigs, and I don't want to crap on Fiverr when this is technically a Fiverr sponsored gig. Hopefully they don't mind, but it gets better. There were actually some good gigs, but let's go through and look at the next one. So this is actually a gig that I liked, and this was the only TikTok promotion. So if you know TikTok, TikTok actually is really good for promoting your book. There's a whole tag, or I guess, sub-segment in TikTok called Book Talk, where people talk about books. And so this person, Annalise, I'll promote your book or ebook on my TikTok. We'll go and make different videos and feature your book. I ordered the premium option. I think, all different plans are actually good. But I got a couple different posts and features on it. The thing with TikTok is that most people, because TikTok does not allow you to leave a link on the post or in your bio most of the time, that people have to go and manually search for the book. So this gig might be working well, but I won't be able to track that with sales or clicks using my link. So that's exactly why you will see that I only got 5 clicks, but that is because it's just the nature of TikTok is that people manually search for books rather than using the link. It's impossible to actually use the link, right? So that's why I couldn't see clicks, but I actually feel like I got a lot of sales from this gig. Just because when the gig went out on that day, I actually had a boost in my sales, which I will show you later on. All right, the next one is once again a blog post feature kind of gig. This one, Sandra C. It's only $10 and I had a feature on my blog. The blog essentially had no traffic once again, but she also featured my book in different social media posts. And from that, I got 11 clicks. Next one is Zaffy10. I'll promote your book on my book blog. Once again, same thing, $10. And I got 5 clicks from that. All right, so the next one is an Instagram shoutout gig, and it's this one, Caitlin W. I'll promote your book on Instagram. It's only $10. She shouted my book out. I got a lot of likes. We're talking hundreds of likes. But if you actually look into the post, if you actually look at the people who are liking the post, if you look at the comments, they're all from other book promotion Instagram pages, right? So they're all basically like swapping, right? Liking each other's posts and, just making it seem like you're getting a lot of engagement, getting the customer excited. But if you actually look into it, you're probably not getting a lot of real customers who has the potential of buying your book to see the post. Once again, it's all just fake engagements. And for that reason, I got 2 clicks from this gig. All right, so far, these gigs were pretty horrible. I don't recommend them at all, except for the TikTok one. The TikTok one was pretty good. But now it gets a little better. So this gig right here, Sexy Challenges, I'll promote your book on 4 book blogs and also social media. So they basically did social media marketing and book blogs, and the numbers got a little better. I got 57 clicks so far, and they actually promote your book on a longer period, up to, I think it was 90 days. So I think this number will go up from here. All right, so the next one is Melanie from Mel Rock, and this is I'll promote your Kindle book on my book marketing networks. So essentially it's blog posts and social media marketing, including Facebook and Pinterest. I ordered the $45 one, which gives me 15 Twitter posts on 50,000 plus followers. I also get book image ad, basically a bunch of things. And I got 73 clicks from this. So far this is the number one, gig in terms of performance. But you will be surprised by this one, which is Joel Books. I'll promote your book on our quality website, book marketing. And this one, the premium version is only $30. It's significantly cheaper than all the other, book promotion gigs on Fiverr, right? Promoting your books on a website. And this website, first off, it looks significantly better than all other sites. Next, they actually have actual traffic. So that is like the biggest difference with all other gigs, is that they actually got real customers viewing this site, and basically searching for books. So you can see that they got 9,793 organic monthly traffic, people visiting this site. So this shows that this gig is legit. And for that reason, the performance of this gig just absolutely blows all the other gigs out of the water, because I got 1,900 clicks just from this. And instead of a screenshot, I'll actually show you my real KDP dashboard. So this is my previous month in terms of all the books, and now I'm going to sort it with just one book. And you can see that for the month of April, I made $1,000, which is basically double the amount that I made in the month of March. And from the period of April 1st to the 8th, the sales are significantly higher than all the other months. And that was exactly when I was promoting the book using these Fiverr gigs. It is working, but we just want to make sure, to order from the one that works and order from the one that doesn't do anything, right? So here's the conclusion. Most of these gigs I don't think it's worth it, just because there's no existing traffic to their website or their Instagram page, whatever their means of marketing is. Just because they say exposure, it means nothing if there's no existing traffic. So some of them, though, actually worked. And for those, I think, it may be good for you to try it for yourself too. So which ones worked? Well, Mel Rock and Sexy Challenges, Annalise, this was a TikTok promotion gig, and obviously Joel Book. This was by far the best gig, but I think these other ones also, you should test it out and see if it works for you. So those were the 4 book marketing gigs that I do recommend out of the 13 that I test out. And I recommend you to just try it out and see if it works for yourself. So if you do want to test those gigs out, then the link to that is in the description below, as well as the link to the free training on how I built a multiple 6 figures a year self-publishing business, also in the description below. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't yet, comment any questions you have, and I'll see you guys in the next one.